All right, everyone settle down. Hello, everyone. Double checking my audio, making sure everything is okay.
You're a bit loud.
Oh, I'm a bit loud.
Yeah.
Wait, I haven't touched my audio. What? How am I a bit loud?
No, I'm just saying. No, you're a bit.
I'm the host. I would hope I'm a bit loud.
I had a brain fart.
But yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Remy McNeil. Joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
Hello, I'm still just a little bit sick, but better than Jackstream.
Yes, and thankfully we're finally back to cover this wonderful, wonderful fanfic.
Let's go!
We're so back.
It's been like a month. We had a bunch of different conflicting things that all ran next to each other. And now they're not. Now we're back. We can be excited. Last time, we met the new OC of this fanfic. Argent, whatever. I don't remember his name.
Argent Genor.
Argentina.
Why do you remember his name?
It's on the screen.
Well, you have to understand, the mental scars that hurt stay the longest.
Also, his name is on the screen.
Well, I know Argent is on the screen. Where are you seeing his last name on the screen?
I'm not. I'm just saying the name of the place from Doom Eternal.
I was gonna make the joke.
10 out of 10.
You can't tell it, but I'm blinking at you right now very judgingly.
What do you mean judging me? Doom
Night
Eternal's
Sentinels
great.
Yeah, the Night Sentinels kind of want my head for that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're insulting it by associating fucking Doom Eternal with this fanfic.
Oh god, they're at my door. Oh god, no!
How dare you insult my
You must
2020
become
like
as
spring break game
Samuel
of the year.
Hayden. We must extract the Argent energy in order to
Oh,
save
shit.
all of humanity. All right.
All right, big boy. I'm
God.
going to shit yourself.
Oh god, no. Please.
But yes, we met our buddy, apparently Agent Star, as everyone in the freaking comments is reminding us. Agent Star, Argent, look, Dante McSelf-insert appeared with his snake penis to train Blake and Sun and Ilya in the ways of being the Faunus, which gives them a bunch of supernatural abilities that only the Faunus can learn, except that humanity can also learn any ability, but just slower and differently, apparently. In
What
a way
sentence.
that I was reading back
What
to try and
sentence.
remember what the hell happened in this fic, and it was just like, what?
I was waiting for it to end, but you just kept going. I'm like,
It
alright.
does just keep going. I don't understand this at all. They're going to get like Grim Sense. For some reason, Ilya, who is a fucking chameleon, is going to get Tremor Sense. Out to Miles.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Remember,
What?
no,
You
the best part is Sun gets the power of finding the perfect campsite.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
no.
He gets the power of
No,
fucking
not
hammock
that part.
placement.
See that's kind of funny though. I'll give them that.
Also,
I'll be honest.
I'm going to do a bit of shilling in the put it in the chat. Mupa has a new webtoon out, so go support that, everyone.
Oh, yay.
Please read my comic, please read my comic, please read my comic, please read my comic. Thank you.
Send me a link, send me a link, send me a link.
It's in the chat.
Okie dokie.
It's literally in voice chat and in the regular live chat. So you know.
I shall take a
Dude,
look
you
after
can't
this.
miss it.
Also, if you guys want to know, channel memberships are up and running now. So if you want to get into the Discord, you can not only can you go through the not only can you go through Patreon. Why my brain? But you can also go through YouTube, and you get special emotes and the like on the channel. But we'll be talking more about that next week on the Jacked stream. You're gonna be fun. Anyway,
I'll be ready.
I can't remember exactly what Argent was doing. I think he was looking for Sirena somewhere, but I can't be asked to remember. So we're just gonna figure it out as we go. All right, everyone good with that?
Yeah.
We're gonna Sherlock Holmes this shit.
I just realized Raymond's beak is moving. Yes. You may notice there's been some upgrades around here lately.
Upgrades, people.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry,
What?
Ben. I just had to ask this quick question. I wasn't here for a while. Did you say a snake penis?
Yes. No, I'm not elaborating. If someone can post a picture of him.
That is the first thing I heard when I entered the chat. It was just snake penis. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Heterex or
Bro
lightning.
got
This is
flashbanged
y'all's
by
job.
words.
Yeah, remember reject
did.
reject fonanity, which is humanity but faunanity, and become snick. All right, let's do this.
Bullshit.
A few days later, Argent was on a ship to Vacuo. As he leaned on the railing, he heard an all too familiar voice. "Now that's a surprise. What's my favorite assassin doing here?" the man said. Argent turned around and said a muscular human wearing a navy blue cargo shorts, black sneakers, and a black t-shirt. Hello.
Generic.
What voice did I give Argent? I can't remember.
Solid Snake,
I
Just pick a random
Oh,
one.
I gave him
Just
Solid
go.
Snake.
I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
do Solid Snake.
One
I
of them was
think,
Solid Snake.
Sounds accurate.
Oh, I thought it was Niob that I gave Snake.
Oh no, yeah, Niab was Solid Snake.
That's right.
Let's give him Dante.
We
You have
call
a
it
good Johnny Young
snee.
Bosch.
We call it a sneeness around here. Shut up, Ryan.
Fuck off, Ryan. That's funny. I wish I thought of
Motherfucker,
it.
if you were digging it, no, never mind.
Okay, let me try and think of a good. Cause I remember we lamented that I couldn't give him the snake voice. What should I give him voice wise? All right, I can't find like a Johnny Young Bosch sound. I was trying to
Why
get
not try Johnny Bravo?
If he was the Red Power Ranger, right?
Maybe try discount David Hayter.
Johnny Young Bosch wasn't the Red Power Ranger; he was the Black Power Ranger.
He was the okay, yeah, all right. I
He
knew he
was
was
a
one of them.
ranger.
He was
Why
one
am
of
I
them.
watching this half asleep? Watch it half awake instead. All right. Well, you know what? I'll just go with Snake, and you know what? That'll cause no confusion in the future, I'm sure.
Oh dear.
Hello, Francis, Argent said and answered. You know, I can't help stay in Vale over the winter. I was hoping to find someone in Vacuo or on the way. He closed his eyes, and when he opened them again, they had turned pitch black, and he looked out into the sea. What are you doing? Francis asked. And does it have to be this creepy? It's called Grim Vision, Argent answered. It allows me to see negative emotions, which makes it incredibly easy to find Grim. His eyes turned back to their normal ice blue color. Can you teach me? Francis asked. Oh no, sorry, I already read this, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh damn, yeah. This is the one. This is I scrolled up. This is where I scrolled up to read the feedback. That was the explanation about the Grim Vision that only Faunus can learn, but humans can learn it, but they have to learn it differently.
I was about to say, does everyone get this exact same scene?
I mean, would you be surprised?
No.
You see, you humans too can learn these powers, but not the same way we do. Can you teach me? Oh no, I don't know anything about them. Then how do you know? Shut up.
If I could choose a crossover between RWBY and anything else, what would it be? A shallow grave. Anyway. About a week later, Argent was walking through the desert of Vacuo. He came across a recently destroyed desert village and used his Grim Vision to see what had happened. There had been a bandit attack, signified by the green anger and the villagers' red fear. Yellow sorrow quickly mixed in as well as people started dying or getting captured. When the Grim came, everyone got scared, save for a group of scorpions that decimated the attackers.
And,
Okay.
and the village said, "Come," and the Grim came. All of them.
I'm sorry, what the fuck are the scorpions? Are we talking like a bandit group, or are we talking like actual fucking scorpions? Just a bunch of scorpions came out and fighting the Grim.
It was a platoon of the tanks from Halo.
Funnier.
I'm imagining the like badly CGI rendered versions of Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the Scorpion King Mummy movie.
Oh, no, I like Yuri's answered because it implies that Sheila is canon.
Ooh, well, that's a good one.
Scorpions estimated attack. The villagers got carted off by the bandits, and Argent followed their trails to the bandits' hideout. They had built also, by the way, he just has fucking detective vision doing this. That's not new or anything.
Didn't Batman have that? In
Batman's detective vision isn't as good to tell him all this fucking information. They
Yeah.
built a
Master
camp-
Bruce, this snake guy stole your shit.
They built a camp around a small cave in the side of a mountain and had fortified it relatively well. They could overlook the nearby area, had lookouts posted to keep track of approaching enemies, and had torches to keep the area illuminated. At night, he used his semblance to turn into fog and approach the camp, appearing behind an outlook and grabbing the bandit with his tail. I forgot he could turn into fucking fog.
What is this semblance? Bullshit.
So I stand by discount Solid Snake voice idea.
Yeah, he has the chaff grenades built in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alarm! The man called out before being tossed over the palisade, cracking his skulls on a rock below. I don't know if I'd have the forethought of mind to yell specifically, alarm! It'd be more
Honestly,
like, fuck!
MVP. MVP there.
Imagine his funeral. And
You know,
the final words were alarm.
Now all of China knows. Oh shit!
All of China knows you.
Bandits came running up to Argent, who extended the claws from his van braces and rushed to attack the bandits. He caught one blade between his claws and disarmed the wielder. Another bandit tried hitting him with a warhammer from behind. Argent evaporated, causing the man to hit his ally. Argent reappeared behind another bandit and hit him with his claws. One bandit tried hitting him with a war axe from above. Argent caught the bandit's weapon on his right van brace and kicked the bandit in the torso. She flew through a bandit tent and revealed a cage full of people behind it. Bandit. Save us! One of the people in the tent called out. That's why I'm here, Argent said. He dashed and flipped around the attacking bandits and fired water dust bullets at the torches, extinguishing them and making it almost impossible for the bandits to see. Got him! One of the bandits shouted, but Argent kept evading the bandits, rushing in to finish off one or two bandits, and then disappearing back into the shadows from the bandits. The bandit leader finally came out, a heavy warhammer in his bandit hands, and looked around. Argent knew immediately that he was in trouble because the bandit was a Faunus, and spotted him almost immediately. He wore heavy brown leather boots, simple white linen pants, and a matching bandit shirt and fingerless brown leather gloves. His koala ears twitched as he swung his bandit hammer. Despite the bandit distance between them, Argent felt the impact as if the bandit had hit him in the chest. He tried running up to the bandit, but the man kicked him in the air, and Argent felt the foot hit his chin. Argent retreated into the bandit shadows to try and think of a bandit strategy. The bandit leader hit the tip of his hand on the ground, and the head began moving. The two mechanical eagles came out the tip of what was now a bandit spear and began following Argent. As soon as they spotted him, they launched bandit energy blasts from their beaks. Argent dashed away, but was hit by the thrust of the bandit leader's spear.
I didn't realize Bandit was an elemental arcanum.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought you said this was bad fanfiction night. This is fucking masterpiece
I
night.
was going to say this is bandit fanfiction. This is bandit
I thought I was having a stroke.
The boys on their nefarious
man
shit.
asked. My semblance lets me hit anything I can see, and all I have to do is move like I hit it.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
He believes he hit it, so he hit it.
It's like 440k.
Okay, that's a JoJo power, not a RWBY semblance.
It's just
What?
through 40k.
I
They
believe
something so they can hit it.
Wog, Mr. Bond. Interesting, Argent said. So without seeing the enemy, you can't do anything, right? My birds have thermal vision, so don't even try an invisibility semblance, the man said. I wasn't going to, Argent responded and augmented his semblance with air dust. He turned into a powerful gust of wind, slammed the birds against the rocks, and blew sand into the man's eyes. Oh my god, the pocket sand!
Pocket sand!
The dust settled. Argent reappeared in front of the man and hit him with his weapon, striking too fast for the naked eye. But very clothed eyes could see it. Several dozen puncture wounds appeared on the man's torso, which his aura immediately begun healing until it was depleted entirely. How did he do this? the man asked. He was still bleeding and sunk to his knees. I'm a snake faunus, Argent answered. His.
Oh, I remember him now because his fucking
his forward fronting is forward facing snake tail.
The way he sat on his tail was weird. I remember now.
We only attack when it's too late for our prey. Also, you probably know how you can move your finger through the flame so fast that it doesn't get hot, right? Well, I can do that with aura. Air friction and the resulting heat are a bit of a problem, though, so I need to have a way to negate that damage. Luckily, my aura is incredibly heat resistant and actually regenerates and he's dead. I needed him alive. I should probably stop these monologues.
Is he actually dead?
No.
Okay.
That was me being like, this would be better if you just did this because you're fucking talking too much.
No, I get that. I'm just thinking, like, if this guy just dies here, it's like, wow, you gave this guy a special power for no reason.
Luckily, my aura is incredibly heat resistant and actually regenerates faster when it's warm. Argent led the people back to their village, and gave them some tips on how to better defend themselves. They dismantled the bandits' camp to get the supplies, and he helped them rebuild for a few days until he got a new message from Sirena's scroll. Great!
Shot every time
That
they
was
say bandit.
that was worth it.
Was it?
So I guess
One minute, sorry. The next break, Professor Ozpin entered his office only to find Argent sitting on his desk with his tail lying all over the table.
Oh shit!
I want to remind people.
Your fresh girls, Ozpin.
I want to remind people what we kind of imagined this guy looked like because it's funny as hell. Let me get out the PNG. It's in here somewhere. No, that's the wrong place. Here you go. This is what he looks like.
Where is it?
Sorry. Oh, wait, I gotta move myself out of the way. There you go, chat. That's what he looks like.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like, so he's sitting on the desk and he just dicks out for Harambe here.
I saw this and I was just like, what the is that? Before you started the stream, I saw that. I was just like, what is this?
He apparently also sits on it too, so.
Yeah.
Incredible strength.
Mr. Starr, might I ask what you are doing here? Ozpin asked. Just looking for Sirena, Argent answered. You two got along quite well. So you fucked a lot. So I figured I'd ask you. It's been half a year now, and the only signs of her are those weird automated messages. She just asked me to buy 50 green umbrellas at the store she always went to. My mom has said that there's no chance of rain within the next few months, so I don't know why Sirena would need me to... That's not the strange thing about that question, dude.
My mom...
Excuse you?
What?
I would love, the idea she just uses one umbrella once and then just abandons it.
You know who ill?
I mean, I would just think I'd be raising questions like, what do you need 50 umbrellas for? Like, where are you storing
these? That's a very specific number.
Do not show Sirena Amazon. She will bankrupt
It's the person from the
herself.
math problems. Come on.
Oh, it's the person from the math problems, yes.
Oh, dear.
But did you do it? Ozpin asked. Of course, Argent answered. But now I want to know where she could be. He got off Ozpin's desk, curled up his tail, and sat down on it.
Ow.
Oh, not this shit again.
It is her decision whether or not she wants to remain with her team, Ozpin said. You should respect her decision no matter what it is. Argent, I just bought her 50 fucking umbrellas. I think I have a right to know where the fuck she is.
I hope he says that.
You know as well as I do that letting any of my team members do their own thing is not an option, Argent said. Now where could she have gone?
Well, wow. that bodes very well.
I don't trust my own teammates. They're all failures.
Oh, but
how did you get in here? Ozpin asked. He went around his desk, sat down on his chair, and looked at the snake faunus. My sister let me in, Argent answered and asked, Where is Sirena? He used his instincts to sense Ozpin's emotions to tell if he was lying. Why do you want to know that? Ozpin asked. I just bought 50 fucking umbrellas!
She owes me
I want my fucking money back!
Those were not cheap either. The only green ones were like those, $20 versions.
To get them at novelty prices, and it was just such a hassle checking out, and the person at the cash register clearly didn't want to be there.
They never want to be there.
Because she's dangerous, Argent answered. You know that more than anyone. If she has a goal, she will reach it, and I'm afraid she'll do something to harm the kingdoms. Atlas, especially, is at risk from her. I need to find her to convince her to stop whatever she's doing. I wouldn't worry about her, Ozpin said. She won't harm the kingdoms. How do you know that? Argent asked. I just do, Ozpin answered.
That's such an on-Ozpin-like answer to say.
That's such I couldn't think of a reasonable justification, so just shut up. Don't ask that stupid question, audience.
Yeah.
Argent sensed how Ozpin got sad and fearful and came to the shocking conclusion. He augmented his semblance with fire dust and rushed past the headmaster, leaving him with a red-hot coffee mug and making a hole in the window behind him. Well, we all deal with loss in a different way, Ozpin said to himself, then ordered a new window panel.
Bro, the door is right there.
You just almost melted if you are hot enough to melt glass, you are hot enough to burn someone.
Yeah, wait. I like how somebody said, I don't know who it was. He was just like, oh, what the fuck did you just say? You just said it, and I just forgot it.
The door is right there?
Yes, that. You think someone with a snake penis is going to walk through the door?
Yes. It's called literally big dick energy.
You have to show off.
Argent materialized on one of the support beams of Beacon Academy, pulled out his scroll and contacted Crow. Where is your sister? He asked the man. Oz already told me what happened, Crow responded. Just let it rest. Crow, listen, Argent wrote. Argent wrote?
I like how you said that.
What?
He died.
Listen, man.
Sorry, the connection's bad. Transfer over to text.
Why was the connection bad? He's literally right next to the transcontinental communication system.
This isn't the continuity from Volume 2, where the transcommunication system is actually downtown Vale.
No, see, he actually used Heaven's Door.
How did you do? Crow, listen, Argent wrote. Sirena is out there doing and planning God knows what, and we have to make sure she isn't trying to kill us all. Blake in this fic according to Loki Raven. Insert degenerate porn body here. What?
That
What?
was the description you gave me.
Oh.
I cannot remember last stream, like, almost at all, so possibly.
I'm just going off of what I was told. Blame Loki Raven if it's wrong. I'm throwing you under the bus.
What is this?
I know, but she won't hurt people anymore, Crow said. If you don't want to help me, fine, Argent said. I'll just find another way to get your sister's attention. Argent put his scroll away and augmented his semblance with air dust to turn it into sufficient air. Crow tried to contact Argent, but they didn't get a signal, so he contacted Taiyang instead. Tai, listen, Argent's gone nuts, he wrote. Get the girls away from wherever you are. Wait, sorry your message got lost at sea, and error message said, here, have a cookie.
What?
Is that
what?
No, that's not in there, is it?
Are they like riffing on like the stupid Discord error messages? Like our support goblins are flubling your Googles.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
like,
your like multi-million-dollar industry is like losing its stock value as you speak.
Okay, but hear me out. Discord's messages are genuinely amusing.
Yes.
This was just the fuck? Argent was sitting on a branch in the forest of Anima, contacting his 2 remaining team members. "Nyab, any luck yet?" he asked. "No, sorry," the bat faunus replied, "but I will keep looking." Oh, you know what? Because he's a bat faunus, I should do the Batman impression. That's what I should do.
I thought that was his impression.
Yeah,
Are you gonna have to switch back and forth between Batman and Solid Snake?
Yes.
I look. Everybody in the chat, donate. Raymond's gonna need a lot of lozenges tomorrow.
Oh my god!
I can let him borrow some.
Don't worry, I have a whole case of like 200 over.
The amount of gravel in that man's voice. Dear God.
Anyway, "Nyab, any luck yet?" he asked. "No, sorry," the bat faunus replied, "but I will keep looking." "Maybe try using her semblance to enter her dreams," Argent's sister suggested. "You know, like how I..." Wait. Fucking... What? I don't know her yet. What does she sound like? Why is she here? "Maybe try using her semblance to enter her dreams," Argent's sister suggested. "You know, like how I used to get to her whenever I want." Could work," Nyab said. "I'll try it." "Good," Argent said. "Let her know that we're serious about this." He put his scroll away and jumped off the tree, heading towards the city of Mistral.
Okay.
A few days later, Argent walked through the streets of Lower Mistral when a red portal opened next to him and Raven stepped out. She wore her grim mask, but was wobbly on her feet. "So you finally decided to help me," Argent said. Raven drew her sword and dashed forward, trying to attack the snake faunus. Argent augmented his semblance with lightning dust and let Raven dash into a sentient lightning. He reappeared behind her and gave off a few shots with exploding bullets, depleting her aura almost completely. "Just
okay, cool.
leave
Fuck
me
you
alone?" Raven said. She was clearly tired, and Argent could feel that she was barely able to stay awake. Conscious. It's different than being awake. She is awake. She is falling unconscious. That is how you express that. "First, help me find Sirena," Argent said. "I need to sleep." "Oh, maybe she is just tired. Okay," Raven said. "Good," Argent said. "You have 24 hours. Then I'll come for you. If Nyab doesn't hear anything from me after that time is up, he'll just keep going." Quite literally, he said, "Well, take a nap. Then find me Sirena!" Oh, there's
24 hours to do this task I'm forcing upon you. I don't like you. Do it or you'll die. Fuck
I
you,
can
man.
teleport. Fuck off. Oh.
One of these days, I just want someone to scream, like, "Do this or die," and they just scream, "I will take death."
"You're cruel," Raven said. "You're a bandit," Argent replied, "considering the mission with your name on it. Considering the mission with your name on it and how we usually handle those types of missions, I'm being nice. Also, you had the option to help us, but you chose to make it difficult on yourself." He turned into fog, and Raven disappeared through another portal. That's right, he was the guy that constantly turned into fog to leave shit. I forgot that was his thing. Oh, man, the memories. I think I'll do one more section, and then I'll pass it over to you.
Okay.
The next day, Argent walked through the city of Mistral. This is the same. Okay, fucking hell. The next day, Argent walked through the city of Mistral, and a red portal opened next to him. He walked through and found himself in Raven's camp. "So here we are," Raven said, opened a portal and said, "This will take you to Sirena. Now go." "Do you think I'd fall for that?" Argent asked and said, "You go and tell her I'm calling her back. Then you both come back. Just throw one of her random bandits through and find out if she sent you to the Blender dimension." "That wasn't part of the deal," Raven said. "The deal was that you'd get a 1 day without nightmares," Argent said. "That's it. Now go." Raven groaned. "Fine," she said and walked through the portal. After a few seconds, she came back out of the portal as if something had thrown her and crashed into a pile of boxes. Yes,
Ow.
That's what we call pressure depth, dumbass. Depth pressure, dumbass. I'm the dumbass who mixed those words up. Anyway, her aura depleted and the portal disappeared. She was soaked and shivering, and the water in her clothes immediately turned to ice.
The fuck?
And Argent asked, "Where is Sirena?" "I don't know," Raven answered. "It was pitch black, colder than all of Solitas, and the pressure was intense. Without my aura, I would have been dead before I even knew what was happening." "So that's what you think of our deal," Argent said. "I'll keep that in mind when discussing things with you." He evaporated and disappeared through the cracks in the walls around Raven's camp. It's an open-air camp! Just go up!
Why?
He's just showing off. Leave him alone.
No. Sometimes he has to realize, you know what? I'll be contrarian for today. I'll use the door.
Do the unexpected.
No, bro, he's already being contrarian and a dumbass.
I
Bro-
really do
bro-
not like this. Like, they're trying to make it seem like he's even more powerful than Raven, and I think that that's, like, stupid.
Also, it confirms that Sirena is somewhere at the bottom of the fucking ocean. Like,
And he
like
didn't
Mook
get
was
that
making the
hand?
point down here that, like, she got fucked over because she actually kept up her end of the deal. But, like, there was plenty of information there. It's the bottom of the ocean. It's cold, it's wet, and the pressure is insane. The fact that Raven is alive is a fucking miracle.
Yeah, good luck. Good thing she had that aura. Otherwise, Barotrauma would have clapped her ass like in a split second.
And that's the bends too.
Jesus fuck, teleporting out of water and immediately getting the bends. That'd be nightmarish.
Good God.
Oh,
I don't even want to think about it.
So wait, she opened a portal to like the bottom of the ocean. Wouldn't the water come rushing out or whatever?
Yeah, like that one thing in Goblin Slayer.
It's not that kind of water.
What?
This here is special water.
I just remember that one scene in Goblin Slayer when he opened that portal to the bottom of the sea and the pressure was so strong it cut that ogre in half. That was cool. Yeah.
not this paw. Oh. Too bad I only know Goblin Slayer because of the abridged.
Well, you know.
Goblins!
So it's my turn now?
It is your turn now. Are you going to be okay? Do you have plenty of water?
I have a quarter of a hot chocolate and a little bit of water.
Okay, let me know if you need me to tap in at any time.
I will go and grab some more hot chocolate because I think hot liquid works better than just water.
Okay. Do you need us to pause?
No, I'm fine for now.
Oh, okay.
In the White Fang's headquarters, Argent was standing in front of Sienna Khan's throne, with beat-up guards shakily pointing their spears at the snake faunus. Argent Star, Sienna said as she reached for her weapon. What do you want here? I just came to trade, Argent answered, and Sienna looked more interested than threatening. Really, she said. Then why did you have to beat up my guards like this? They attacked me, Argent answered. Because you came in without an appointment, Sienna responded. Fair point, Argent said. So what kind of trade do you have in mind? Sienna asked. Information, Argent answered. You give me a certain bit of information on one of my team members, and I tell you what I know about the traitor in your midst.
Oh my
God.
God.
What traitor?
Oh, fucking... Also, hey, I really was hoping it's like, okay, I'm going to trade you this emerald for that pickaxe you're holding. Sienna just goes, huh. But yeah, also, what the fucking traitor?
Everything at a time, Argent replied and asked. Where's Sienna Blue? What the hell is everything at a time?
I think one thing at a time?
Yeah, it means one thing at a time, I think.
Yeah,
You sure?
Like everything
He
has
is
its
saying-
time.
He's literally saying, like, right now is like everything at a time. It's like, so we're covering everything instantaneously. Got it.
Suddenly, we start reading the script of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's the trauma version of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Somebody had to make the joke.
We're just vomiting exposition, like the pressure of the frickin' Mariana Trench.
Yeah. I don't know, Sienna answered. Then you better get your men to look for her, Argent said. That traitor won't wait too long. The White Fang is not here to help people find their friends, Sienna said. We make sure Faunus are treated with the respect we deserve. Suddenly, Sienna got a message on her scroll and opened it. Her eyes widened with surprise as she read, word for word, the exchange she just had. That's why I need you to find Sirena, Argent said. She is too good of a strategist to do her own thing without me keeping her in check. If I don't find her quickly, we're all in serious danger.
Yes, I, man, must keep the woman in check. Actually, this is fucking Solid Snake.
Man, why you gotta do my boy like that?
You did not just say that.
Right until we get the fight scene between Big Boss and I mean Sirena and everyone else.
Twy, you okay there?
Sorry. I didn't realize my microphone was muted.
Oh.
Yeah, as you were.
I can't help you, sorry, Sirena said. Well then, if that's your decision, Argent responded. Just be sure you can live with the consequences. He evaporated and left the building.
What is this about?
I mean, admittedly, he gave you good information that there is a traitor in your fucking organization, so you can be aware of that now. It's better than nothing.
I mean, I'll be honest. If some guy just came in, beat up all my broke into my house, beat up all my dudes, and said, "There's a traitor in your ranks," would you feel? What?
I mean, he apparently sent her a word for word. That's what I took that meant. Is that she got a message of a transcript of a conversation she had just had. So,
yeah. All right, I will not question the stealth master.
Argent was sitting on a tree in Mistral, checking his messages when his scroll gave off a high-pitched beeping sound. He covered his ears and tried to make it stop, but it stopped on its own after a few seconds.
Yeah, we call that a ringtone.
We call that an Amber Alert.
That's word.
Heyo.
When he looked at his scroll, he saw a message from his sister. Hello, she wrote. Sorry about that. My combat suit's AI went rogue and weaponized the nearest device it could find. On the plus side, I now know a loophole in my security system that I didn't think of before.
Hello, can we rewind? What? Your combat suit's AI went rogue and weaponized a random device nearby. There are several alarming things in that sentence.
When did Cortana get here?
Oh boy. Hello, Argent replied. How are things going with Project Alpha? Great, really, his sister answered. I secured the first and second objective, and once I got through the Academy's firewalls, we'll get the plans we need. All right, Argent said and asked. Any chance that you can get into Sirena's scroll through that loophole? Nope, sorry, his sister answered. Benny already fixed it. And Jenny and Kenny are on their way to make sure it's really safe. I fucking hate you and your name schemes. Right, about those, Argent said. How many do you even have? I remodeled our village on my computer, his sister answered. So around 500. Once we get Project Alpha rolling, I can route it through... Can I route it all throughout the village? I'll help give them some purpose. And I'd really like to see how they interact with the physical world. And of course, there is another issue I'm worried about. Sure, just don't break anything, Argent answered and asked. But what are you worried about? Nothing current, his sister answered. However, we can't ignore the possibility that a poltergeist could possess a virus to create virtual copies of itself or other Grimm. I actually have a rough basis for this virus. Sirena wanted me to make it and hand it to Arthur for modification. And you did that? Argent asked in disbelief. Well, yeah, his sister answered. Sirena knows what's best for us. But don't worry, I outfitted all my AIs with the proper antivirus to protect them from it, no matter how much that it gets modified. And I always have a back door so I can shut it down at any time, as well as track any device it has infected.
Well, look, honey, everyone has a back door, all right? That's not new. Unless you're one of those wizards that has cast mend butt crack.
Who said healing magic can't be weaponized?
You evil man. They were so peggable before.
Also, Deterex, what did you miss? I'm sorry I didn't see you enter the chat. There was a scene where he was just sitting on Ozpin's desk with, like, sitting on his tail. But remember how we visualized him with the tail coming out the front of his body? Yeah, basically, he just had his dick out on Ozpin's desk.
Okay, look, I know that
It's a
Argent
challenge.
is kind of freaky, but I didn't know he was into, like, that geriatric shit.
So he's discount Solid Snake. Because, yes, fuck.
What does it do? Argent asked. It gives the user control of all devices it has infected, his sister answered. I also added a hidden feature that scans the aura of the users and sends information about them back to me. If someone uses it, I'll know their location, semblance, personality, and everything else. Hold on. Benny got a signal from the virus. She hung up, and Argent thought back to how he started training underwater combat with Sirena.
First of all, I'm pretty sure that's just called spyware, not a virus. I'm pretty sure it's a specific kind of virus. And secondly,
It is, yes.
Holy shit, dude! Also, Billy Donuts, woo! But also, holy shit, dude! Like, fucking Morgan Freeman from the Dark Knight trilogy is rolling in his grave, even though he's not dead.
This is wrong.
I am, holy shit, the level of technology you have here. This is
the virus.
world
It's a
ending.
computer virus. Sorry, it's a computer virus that can tell you someone's personality.
How does it display that information, by the way? I would love, like, does it measure?
It opens up The Sims 2.
I was gonna go for. I was gonna say it automatically opens a BuzzFeed article.
I was gonna say a BuzzFeed quiz of some sort.
Yeah. This is their score for what Game of Thrones character are you?
This is their Pottermore. This is their Pottermore.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, Rob Stark wouldn't do this. I lied. I'm actually Tyrion. Stabs.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm back.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm going to be leaving again in just a second to get my next batch of water. But
Supplies are in.
It's not bad.
after a quick flurry of blows, Sirena sent Argent flying out of the lake they were sparring in. And Argent crashed against a tree. Sirena came walking out of the water. That was incredible, Argent said and got back up. I know, Sirena said. My people learned to swim from a young age, and the deep sea is very dangerous, so we have to be able to defend ourselves.
Of course they do.
No shit.
You live under the ocean.
Wow.
No. It's like, oh yeah, my people learn how to walk from a young age. I would fucking hope so.
Also, sorry, quick question. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was Blake's chapter at one point, yeah?
Yeah, but this happened in the first chapter too, where it got complete. So far, Weiss is the only one that's ever been heavily focused on over these fucking OCs.
I'm guessing there's a preference.
Oh, there almost certainly is.
Favoritism.
Also, as a point of reference, stories aren't fun if every character is on creation mode. That is accurate.
Yang's just sitting there twiddling her thumb, waiting for her
Raymond,
turn.
are you getting the implications here? Because they're insane. The OCs caused the hacking during the fall of Beacon. How can this story redeem them of all of that? Oh, yeah, sorry. Look, I was already focusing on the fact that they have a worldwide spy network they can just infect people with randomly, and the insane amounts of technology that they have at their disposal because of this character we haven't even really met yet. But I completely missed that they were responsible. Let's be clear. These are all awful people so far. One man broke into Weiss's house and knocked her unconscious with, let her go to sleep and just threw her into her dreamscape to train. She just let that happen, but holy shit.
Hyperbolic
Also
dreams
took her brother unwillingly.
Whitley got more development than the other RWBY girls. Whitley decided just to randomly change professions after going through a month of training.
Yep.
And then, what about Yang? Have we actually met her?
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
She doesn't exist.
I can't wait to see.
I
how
see, Argent said and asked. Anyway, I know this is a weird question to ask, but are you religious?
What?
Can't just ask people why they're Christian.
Do you believe in our Lord and Savior, Babu Frick?
No.
How dare you ask me about
he's
Babu Frick? I am a deep-seated Pastafarian, thank you very much. And I will have you know that Babu Frick is the Antichrist in our religion.
What?
I see
Religious?
your soul is.
Sirena asked. Yeah, do you believe in some gods or stuff like that? Argent asked. My people know of the brother gods, yes, Sirena answered. My dad told me a story once, Argent said. He told me that, a long time ago, there were people who believed that everyone's soul is made up of different percentages of the 4 gifts: creation, destruction, knowledge, and choice. Some people have more of one gift in them than others, and that is the gift they're attuned to. I see, Sirena said, sat down on a rock next to Argent and said, Tell me more. All right, Argent said and explained. People attuned to the gift of creation care for all living things and directly oppose the grim. These people will fight the grim, no matter what. They live to fight the darkness. For example, Sirena asked. You, Argent answered. Sure, you hurt people, but in the grand scheme of things, you just do it to protect people from grim attacks. What about knowledge? Sirena asked. People attuned to the gift of knowledge are not only smart, but creative, studious, attentive, and open to new things. Like your sister, right? Sirena asked. Exactly, Argent answered and said. Now, people attuned to the gift of choice are flexible, more metaphorically than
Like Neob, right? Oh, no, it's like Argent. Oh, okay.
So this religion is essentially a Myers-Briggs personality.
Yeah, this is basically. I'm like,
Yes.
you're just Myers-Briggsing this. You're.
I was gonna say it sounded an
Hey,
awful
do you want me
lot
to tell
like
you your
some Harry Potter
astrological
shit.
sign next? I'm sure you'll find a lot of use out of that.
They know what to
Wait,
do
how
and
does-
the consequences are, and no matter the situation, they can see an alternative and show it to others. Like you, Sirena said. Yeah, Argent said. But also like Neob. He has had to make a few tough decisions, even if he doesn't want to show it, and he always pulled through. Now people attuned to the gift of destruction are, well, destructive.
No
They like
shit.
to upset the... Wow, you don't say.
I thought they just liked playing with Legos.
They like to upset the natural order, or the societal one, and could be incredibly reckless at times. They don't necessarily side with the grim, but they tend to be strong fighters whose actions often bring grim attacks with them.
So your alignment, so your personality alignment by the astral whatever is evil.
I'm sorry, they like to upset the natural order. Ha ha! They said I could never teach a llama to drive. Meh! Llama! No! Meh!
Yeah, I mean, I was hung up on, they like to upset the natural order or the societal order. Either one. They're not picky.
Hey, whatever goes with destruction. It's all kosher.
I mean, if they're really petty, they like to upset your restaurant order, and that gets really annoying. I said no pickles!
If it caught...
Become deliberately subpar wait staff.
If it fucks up someone's day, then they're gonna do it.
The idea that that's someone's aspiration in life is just to become a subpar waitstaff is just hilarious to me.
I have trained for my entire life to give shitty customer service.
But you know what? Like an entire story around a character like that, and his only goal is to get into fancier and fancier and fancier restaurants, but do it in such a way that he's failing upwards. Like it's like balancing that fine act of like ruining people's days, but also managing to excel in his field.
Oh my god, write that. Make that a book. Hell, make that like a TV show. I'd watch it.
It's like the inverse of the bear.
Oh.
That's definitely worth 7 seasons.
And a movie.
Well, it's 6 seasons and a movie.
At least one movie.
At least, yeah.
Oh, you're right. You get 6 seasons and a movie. It was supposed to be a 7th season, but we had to truncate it.
Yeah.
There we go. Now you're
Yeah.
dynamite.
You get talked down to 6 in a movie.
I don't like those people, Sirena said. Yeah, me neither, Argent said and asked. Anyway, how about we continue our sparring match? Sure. Exposition is over. It got boring anyway.
What do you mean, those people?
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. I was about to highlight how fucking, like, you just beat us with a baseball bat of exposition.
My god,
Rapid
I
exposition
mean,
at that.
Look, we know writers
I've watched-
who use subtlety, and they're cowards.
No. We call them talented. I'm sorry.
Did you get personally offended?
Be talented and a coward.
Damn. Shit.
Name me
Fuck.
an example.
Honestly,
Fuck, you know what?
like, you're not wrong.
It's a sad that I immediately thought of Hemingway.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know.
That is a good one.
That's not. I do not genuinely believe that. That poor man literally died because he thought the CIA was watching him, and and then decades later it was revealed, oh yeah, the CIA was totally watching him. He was right to be paranoid.
Nah, it's too late for you. You're gonna get clipped out of context. It's over, Celtic.
Just watch Randy Feltface's explanation of the life and times of Ernest Hemingway. You'll get the full picture.
Oh my god, he's done one. I need to watch that. That sounds.
Oh my god, you haven't seen it? It's glorious.
It's Feltface.
No, I'll watch it immediately after this. Anyway, back to Twi.
Can the person burping at least mute first? Jesus.
I'm so sorry. It just came out.
That's what she said.
Thank you.
No.
Which is also an ooh.
No. I am so sorry, Twilight.
Okay, all right. We're good.
Both got up and prepared to fight unarmed. Argent rushed forward to hit Sirena with his right fist, moving too fast for the naked eye, but Sirena dodged his attack regardless, grabbed his arm and tossed him around. I'm so surprised how you do that every time, Argent said as he got back up. My people have a perfect memory, Sirena explained. We don't have to process information and know what's going on around us.
That's not the same.
It's not how that fucking works! It's called reflexes, not short-term memory.
I fucking
Ladies and gentlemen,
no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have found a new low for psychological pseudoscience.
I love this because it's like, Oh yeah, this guy has completely bodied everyone, and then suddenly he goes up against the main chick and he's getting bodied back. It's like, fuck off.
There's a lot of bodying going on.
Yeah, there is, and it's just not consistent whatsoever. No one's actually properly... There is no power scaling here, alright? There's literally just a lead weight on one end of the scale, but it just keeps getting flipped by another lead weight getting dropped on the scale. And it's just 2 lead weights being flipped up in the air, up and down constantly.
And you pray to God that they don't
just most
throw
RWBY
off.
fights.
Listen, don't insult the RWBY fights like that.
Okay. Comparatively, RWBY fights are the same weight feather being passed back and forth.
Yes. We're just dealing with the same thing, but in a different weight class.
I don't think that that's how it related.
It was a necessary evolution to measure to ensure that we could react in time to attacks. She rushed forward with superhuman speed, covering Argent in a flurry of blows. Argent blocked every single hit, but had to use his tail to keep up with Sirena's punches.
You're right.
It's literally that fucking meme from the fucking Don't Mess with the Zohan where the foot just comes up from out of frame.
It is the feet of a kick.
But this time it's the snake tail from between his legs.
Also,
did you just slap me with your penis? No, that's my tail.
Cock and ball torture.
Yeah, I love that movie.
You could say he's bone.
The day before the 80th Vital Festival, Argent walked through the forests of Vale, leaving a burning White Fang camp behind him and sighing. He used a piece of one man's uniform to wipe the blood off his weapons, retracted the blades into the vambraces, and just walked away. 20 soldiers, he wrote in his scroll. 3 years combat experience each, involved in numerous hits on the SDC buildings and other targets, an average of 50 confirmed kills per person.
Jesus Christ!
What?
For instance, by the way, there's a sniper named the Reaper, and he barely has, he doesn't even have 30, I believe.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
20
50
times
kills for a
50.
single fucking person is insane. I'm sorry to inform you, author, but not everyone, most military personnel do not have a kill count of your average fucking Call of Duty match.
I don't think they're trying hard enough.
But are you telling me that the Navy SEAL copy pasta lied to me?
Yes.
Okay, no, I would counter that by saying Navy SEALs are not a bunch of random chuckle fucks who are working for a rink-a-dink racial terrorist organization.
So these guys have between them that's 1,000 kills at the very least. That seems like it would be an alarming number.
Yes, that would not go unnoticed.
Holy shit, they are super Viet Cong.
Nothing interesting happened today. After sending his report to the local SDC distribution center, he received his payment and closed his scroll again. A few minutes later, he got a message and opened his scroll again. Target eliminated, it read. No witnesses. Good. Here's your share, he replied, and sent some money to one of his subordinates, who had just taken out the man in charge of the local SDC distribution center for the White Fang. Just as he was about to put his scroll away again, Argent got another message, this time from Sirena. If you have carried out my instructions so far, withdraw all your assets and gather the team at Riverguard. Bring ammunition, weapons, and materials as well. He sent an according message to his team members and got on his way to their Vale outpost.
Okay, how much ammunition? What kind of weapons? Like, you want more weapons than the ones that we are used to using, that we were trained in?
Celtic.
What materials? Do I need to bring a tent?
Celtic, remember.
Yes.
No adhesion.
No adhesion. Continuously, this fucking story just gets more and more insane, and if Metal Claw's anything to go by, he says it gets even dumber next chapter.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if I might just point out, the man in charge of the local SDC distribution center for the White Fang. What the fuck? What does that?
Did he kill the White Fang while his buddy killed the SDC guy, and they're doing like a weird?
That's kind of what it sounded like.
Bruh,
Why do we
Bruh, no honor, no balls.
Do we
they
want
literally,
this?
Like
What
the
is
second?
This guy's like, I have to
The
find
second-
Sirena to keep her in check, and then we're learning that he might be double timing people that he's teamed up with. I don't understand what's happening here.
Bro, he backstabbed the SDC suit the second he wired him the cash.
Okay, one minute. I gotta read this author's note because this is interesting. Author's note. I know there are 3 instances of Argent explaining the abilities his training will grant, but that's because the topic comes up more often due to how unlikely it seems to the characters.
Okay.
That's a challenge as a writer to write around and not make it either redundant or boring. That is your job. That's your job as a writer, is to avoid that problem. Francis Alcali is one of my earlier OCs and actually the basis for Argent. Originally, he and his team would enroll at Beacon, and his team members would get picked on for being faunus, though most of their problems would come from Nguyen talking to them or just being weird around them in general. Francis would suggest that those people were just nervous because they had no idea how to handle a bat, spider, or reindeer faunus, so Francis would suggest to just set some boundaries or something. This would result in the faunus acting more based on their instincts to show that yes, they do have them and they do act on them, but they're still I'm sorry, what? Eventually they're developed new abilities, and that's where this all started. Sophie Weber will show up later. She was originally supposed to join RWBY, but there were problems with that. I just really don't want Sophie to be around current RWBY. So I made Sirena. Sophie is based on the idea of what if Cinder was good. I don't know when she became a spider faunus. Sirena is based on Sophie. Argent can sense the ambient aura in the ground as well as distortions in it. I also made up some new animals which are more or less in line with real world ones. His sister shows up next chapter, so I didn't want to drop her name here, but she's an active member, and I fucking hate this. And yes, Argent has henchmen that do jobs in his name, and yes, again, he killed some White Fang members for some SDC dude and had the SDC dude killed for the White Fang. He liked none of these people, so he doesn't mind. Yeah.
Wow. That's
It's not a good thing.
There is, I'm sorry, we're just glossed over this. The ambient aura in the ground. Does the planet have an aura now?
It's eco.
This Final Fantasy 7.
I want to point out, if you want to make this double back,
is the reindeer faunus called Rudolph?
If you want to make this double backstab look like a good thing, maybe we should know why it was good. Maybe we should actually know who this SDC dude. What?
No, because White Fang bad and SDC bad, so we just kill everyone associated indiscriminately, and it's okay.
Yeah.
So, now, let's be fair. That is very much in line with how RWBY seems to function at times. So you know what? I don't exactly blame him for this belief, but it's horrible.
I would at least say, the White Fang guys, at least we got, a snippet of, apparently these guys were the worst serial killers ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, in RWBY's logic, White Fang is Animal Al-Qaeda, SDC is generic evil corporation who fucking brands people.
Well, I was going to say, the funniest thing to me is, I guess the SDC dude was bad, but he was sending you to kill a fucking death squad that was apparently one of the greatest military murderers of all time. He seems pretty up and up. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. How bad was he Epstein? Was this man fucking Epstein? Was that why he had to die? What was going on there?
You know, it would be funny if it this was just turned out to be the one honest guy in the office. He was just a normal dude. He's like, hey, I just noticed something. There's a squad of super deaf murderers going on the worst crime spree in history. I'm willing to offer a bounty to help deal with this.
What
Oh,
a
hello there,
sentence.
friends. No, why? I thought we were bleh.
I want to let the chat understand that super death murderers is probably a very apt description.
Yeah,
Let us not be that 50 was the minimum for each person.
Yeah.
That was the minimum, at least 50 to each of their names, and there were 20 of them. So we're talking 1,000 plus, and that will exponentially get higher.
Jesus
So
Christ.
will Ilya get murdered by Argent just for being
50
involved with
bodies.
No, Ilya
is
will
them
get
on a bad day.
It was explained earlier that Ilya is going to get tremor sense because she's training with him because she just decided to defect to him for some reason because she was so enamored with the snake penis.
Hey, wouldn't you?
Well, no, because
Yeah,
she's
but
a lesbian.
I mean, yeah, but Argent was definitely not enamored with Ilya because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Argent has been bullying that girl since they first met.
Yeah.
Also, I thought Ilya was gay.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh.
You fool.
Wait, did you miss the part where I said that Ilya was a lesbian? Because that was why I said it was funny.
I've been in and out all chat, so I probably missed that one. I guess I've been doing stuff tonight.
But yeah, this entire lore is a mess. Literally, the more I think about the setting, is I don't know where to even start with any of this. Can we get back to it? It's like
this guy is just making it worse.
Yeah, we have the planet has aura now. You just confirmed that in an author's note. What does ambient aura in the ground mean, and what are distortions in it?
Man, this brings a whole new definition to aura farming. I'm not gonna lie.
Something else I'll bring up is I will say this is the first fictional Myers-Briggs type test I've heard where there's just one evil alignment and 3 good ones.
Well, wait.
Bro,
no,
have you not
dude.
seen Hogwarts?
I was about to say Harry Potter, man.
I mean,
Welcome
That's
to the
house
evil
system.
McEvilton's house where all the criminals come from. How you doing?
Okay, that's just a student dorm system. That's different. That's not a religion. That's
Dude,
just a
it has a
class
magical
system.
hat that tells
the
you
magic
where you
hat
belong
reads your
based on
personality.
Oh, you know what?
It tells you at 11 if you're going to be evil.
I mean, my favorite thing about it is the fact that I've seen people argue that, not all Slytherins are bad. I mean, Merlin was a Slytherin, and then me, who knows Arthuriana, is just like, no, that's so many points in the evil category. You have no idea.
The whole fucking alignment, the whole house alignment thing is like the stupidest and most wasted opportunity in that entire book series. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Look,
I thought it was
we could go down a
alright.
rabbit hole on that, but
The alignment,
wanna
the
talk-
personality thing in Harry Potter is just it really has nothing to do with whether or not you're a good person or you're a bad person. It's just the Slytherins have a culture that is very toxic and evil. So you could be a good person and still get indoctrinated into being an evil person just by having the personality that aligns with Slytherin.
Their house is in a dungeon.
The house.
look, they have everything working against them, okay?
Slytherin just means that you're ambitious.
I was
but
gonna say,
if
like,
you're going
they-
to say anything besides the time turners are the most wasted potential in Harry Potter, you're wrong.
I was gonna say, they're chill. Like, they have a little window that looks out into the lake so they can say hi to the octopus. But then my mind immediately went to that weird octopus bath sex thing from Rebel Moon. And I was just like, oh no.
Make me remember that.
Harry
Look,
Potter
I played-
Harry Potter houses are protagonist, exposition fairy, background extra, and villain.
Okay, well, I think
Exactly.
we've rambled on long enough about this. Thank you all so
Let's
much
be
for
real.
watching. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you all had a lot of fun. We'll see you here next week again. And remember to join us next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Team Jacked podcast. You want to support the channel, you can do so on Patreon or here on the with memberships on the channel. You'll get access to Team Frostbite Discord server where you can hop in and join the chat when we do these streams. So we'd love to see you all there. And yeah, until then, we'll catch you all on the flip side.